Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Important Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit update, and here's the next step. Ripple chief legal officer touched upon the recent rumors of a settlement between the company and the U.S. SEC, outlining key court dates set for April and for May. The trial between the entities is set to begin on April 23rd and could significantly influence the future price of XRP and the broader cryptocurrency market. So there's a lot going on with that. And if you were watching the channel, we were sharing some discussions between Brad Garlinghouse, the SEC, Stuart Alderati, Ripple's chief legal advisor and attorney. There's a lot happening. So both parties had a final pre-trial conference before Judge Netburn on April 16th, which is 3 days ago from today. Procedure is a court hearing when a prosecutor or where a prosecutor and a defense attorney meet to discuss whether a lawsuit should go to trial or be resolved via a mutual agreement. So Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer of Ripple, rejected the rumors that a settlement is in the cards, outlining the next vital dates in the dispute. He clarified that the company will file its response to the SEC's request for penalties by April 22nd. So now you're talking about 3 more days, whereas the regulator's reply should come by May 6th. And I believe that is the final date. So we'll see what's going on with that. Also, too, within the next day or so, we have the BTC, the Bitcoin halving, and then that should begin this kind of happened a little early for Bitcoin, the price taken off. Usually it happens after the halving. This time it began before, so I think the Bitcoin bull run will really begin to take off after that. And typically after the Bitcoin bull run, once it's kind of had its little launch in the market, as it starts to come back down, that's when the altcoins take off. And typically throughout historically, XRP has always been the last to run, except for the last bull run cycle where they suppressed it in 2021 completely, not to mention the original back into 2017, which we will come back to and discuss a little more here shortly. But XRP is typically the last to run, and then when it does, it moves very quickly, very high. The last bull run, I believe, over the 12-month cycle, as Brad Garlinghouse states, was a 60,000% increase. So XRP eyes a bullish wave that will push it to the psychological threshold of $4. And again, continuing that conversation, the reason the psychological threshold of $4 is because the all-time high was $3.84, going back into around January 15th of 2018. Even though the cycle began 2017, then it was 2021. Next cycle was 2025. We understand how those cycles work. Typically, they began the December of the prior year. So it had to begun in December of 2016, overflowing into the cycle of 2017, I should say, and then overflowing into the first month of 2018. And then that's when it was the clear and obvious manipulation began. And that's when they removed the Asian markets. I believe it was the Korean market, to be specific, is where it began. And then it started looking like XRP was crashing, and then the dominoes began falling from there. So that's kind of a little bit of history if you're new to the channel, as we do continue to get a lot of new people who are learning about what we call the triple X and the investment opportunities period in cryptocurrency. So next up, analyst keeps the faith in XRP, targets $288 despite the price retreat. And there's a really, really good video. CKJ does an interview with, I believe it's called Esoteric Solutions. She's a former banker from over in Australia, and she breaks it down really, really detailed and really well. And I believe, well, one interview for sure, but I think there was a follow-up interview, and she explains how the price, I believe it was $345 or $354, something to that effect. with 10% of Swift volume. So we know the price suppression is beyond what is obvious, because Brad Garlinghouse has stated that 95% of their customers are outside of the U.S., and he stated they have 90% of the FX market. And he stated also that 50% of that 90% was running on XRP. So again, there you have it. It's already more than the 10% necessary to send the price over $300. So I do agree with this analyst prediction, because it's very, very clear, and we've seen the market. We know the numbers. We've seen the statistics of these companies that Brad Garlinghouse is stating percentage of, and it's very easy for anyone in the world to look that up and research beyond what we share to know where we're headed. So into this little comment where it says, Mark's known for his bullish outlook on XRP, has boldly predicted a jaw-dropping 400x surge in the price of XRP, envisioning the digital asset reaching the remarkable territory of $288 USD. So this audacious forecast comes in the face of recent challenges for XRP, including a notable dip in value and ongoing market turbulence. So with a full logarithmic follow-through, price of XRP may be more than poised for 200 plus USD. So prices of Ripple went on an over 108,000% run in the 2017 to 2018 run, and has since set up and broke out of its largest resisting structure ever, a mind-boggling 33,030% run. And then that's where he goes into that. You can feel free to click the link below in the article to follow them up even more in the Twitter X, as we seem to call it. I think we're still transitioning over to the X, and still have it, because when you discussed, have you read the article on X, still a lot of people are like, on where? So we call it Twitter X, and people are like, oh yeah, I saw that. I know what you're talking about. So into the next article, blockchain evolution, Cables Finance unveils stellar integration for financial inclusion. So Cables Finance launches on the Stellar network, introducing advanced trading features to enhance the transparency of the global FX market, and the integration includes a semi-decentralized model, a central limit order book, no-slip trading, and over-the-counter capabilities. So Cables Finance has recently launched its services on the Stellar network, making a significant advancement in integrating traditional finance, the TradFi, with blockchain tech, or DLT technology. This collaboration is set to reform foreign exchange, the FX market, trading globally by enhancing transparency, accessibility, and fairness. And there you have it right on Stellar's page, stating the same thing word for word. So into the next article, as we discussed the Triple X, we have XDC. So the Foundership Global Accelerator partners with XDC Network to boost Web3 startup innovation. And into the discussion just a little bit, Foundership Global Accelerator, a most active Web3 and emerging tech community with 10,000 plus founders, leaders, and believers, has announced its partnership with XDC Network, also known as Zenfin, or formerly known as Zenfin. So an enterprise-ready Layer 1 blockchain XDC for RWA, which is a real-world asset, DePAN tokenization, global trade finance, and AI. The collaboration introduces the XDC Oxcamp token launch program, and it's designed to accelerate the development of early-stage Web3 startups by providing them with essential resources, mentorship, and investment opportunities. So this partnership will see the token launch program on XDC Network that aims at accelerating an early-stage company from around the globe to build on the XDC Network. And as we say, the Triple X plus V, and that means Vechain. So Vechain's tokenized gloves venture with the UFC lifts VAT by 10%. Vechain's blockchain tech ensures data protection and fraud prevention, essential for financial and medical industries. And that's also for the supply chain, as they work with not McDonald's, possibly McDonald's, but my mind is getting ahead of my tongue, for Walmart and BMW and a few other companies worldwide. So Vechain's DeFi protocols offer fixed-term loans with preset conditions, enhancing financial inclusivity and transparency. Vechain, the king of RWA, the real-world assets, is set to revolutionize the UFC with blockchain integration into fighter gloves. This groundbreaking move showcases real-world asset tokenization to a staggering audience of over 900 million viewers worldwide by incorporating Vechain-powered NFC. Also, Vechain's Green Ambassador Challenge aims for an eco-friendly impact and eyes the price surge of VET to 5 cents. So Grassini Racing to engage fans by offering digital collectibles on Moz, featuring user-friendly options like social media logins and card payments. And Vechain's VORJ platform complements Moz by enabling users to create and manage digital assets and smart contracts without coding skills. So straight off of Vechain's post stating trading tokenized assets on the blockchain has never been easier. Deploy any RWA on chain in a developer-friendly environment and benefit from an onboarding process that makes attracting users stress-free. And last but not least, a final discussion in this video with Vechain venturing into the AI territory with SingularityNet partnership. As the XXX plus V, they're constantly growing and growing and growing, and it's very, very exciting to see the inevitability that's coming our way. So Vechain partners with Singularity.net, merging blockchain and AI technologies. Collaboration enhances product authenticity and drives research for technological advancement, and this partnership aims to pioneer a trustless and intelligent future economy. So Vechain is a pioneer in the RWA and announcing a groundbreaking collaboration with SingularityNet, a decentralized AI platform renowned for its technical prowess. And again, that's very, very exciting. So guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. A lot of exciting things going on. I think there's so much that we've waited, the past 8 to 10 years to see has now officially been done. Things are slowly going live. We've known they've tested since 2015. Every test has been very, very extremely successful, as they've stated beyond their expectations and projections. Even the Bank for International Settlements, the BIS, Augustin Carstens used to say, like, for example, back in an interview, when one of the host of the interview was stating, where do you see CBDCs? Do you see them going active? And he said, yes, we're already active in Cambodia. Her eyes about popped out of her head, so to speak, and she said, Cambodia? And he said, yes, Cambodia. And that's where he stated that the CBDCs had already worked better than expectations and projections, and that was a few years back, as we have been led to believe, the third world of Cambodia. But again, you have Phnom Penh, one of the major technological hubs for the industry as well. And I think many would be surprised, if you're new to the channel, that we're unaware of that. So a lot of exciting things, and it's been 5 years since that interview. So much more exciting technology has been released, and partnerships have happened since then, that we're just sitting right here at the finish line. Brad Garlinghouse used to say, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And at least now at that marathon, we can see that finish line. We can see that ribbon. We're just waiting to cross it and throw our hands in the air in celebration for all of our patience and for all of our efforts. And wishing, everyone who hears my voice, I'm wishing that each and every one of you exceed your wildest dreams, and we have many stories to tell as we look back in the future to this date. And guys, much love to each and every one of you. And as always, before we go, I do want to leave you with a final thought. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Much love, and we'll catch you in the next one.